am pumped up to be here, I have to say. And if you weren't pumped, the rest of you, when you got here, just the energy, the excitement, hearing from the young people, I got to say, it'd be impossible not to be, at least for me, not to be inspired. I hope that's true for all of you. I'm here basically today for about 5 reasons. I'm going to go through them quickly, since it is now very hot in here, very hot, so I'm going to try to be quick. Number 1, and I just want to agree with Mitch, I'm from Detroit. I identify as being from Detroit. My wife doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. She's from Portland. We live in Seattle. I've lived in Seattle for 46 years. And when any time anybody asks me where I'm from, I say I'm from Detroit, of course. I don't quite get it, but you just don't lose it. I don't know if it's the grit, the grind, the underdog mentality, but I'm from Detroit. I'm from the Detroit of Al Kaline. Some of you aren't old enough to know that. I'm from the Detroit of Joe Schmidt. I drew a picture of that, my favorite middle linebacker, when I was a first grader. I'm from the Detroit of Gordie Howe. I'm from the Detroit of Dave Bing. Now, I didn't play here at St. Cecilia's and all that like Ike, but when I was outside in front of my house as a high school kid, Dave Bing, we'd be shouting out, oh, hoo, hoo, we made the ball, you in the basket, we are Dave Bing today. Bob Lanier, Dave Bing, Jimmy Walker, we even liked the guys who weren't quite as good, Steve Mix, Bob Quick. I know what happened on February 21st of 1971. 54 points, Dave Bing. Detroit for our family was really a land of opportunity. My dad was an immigrant. He moved here from Switzerland right after World War II, shortly after World War II. He had a couple friends here. They sponsored him. He came with nothing, and he had opportunity here. And he worked his way up to a place where he could give us a good living, good education. My grandparents on my mom's side came here. I don't have many cousins left, but they're all right here. And all of our folks came from Russia, the Dworkin clan, Froyam, Zissel, Yetta, Ida, Sam, Shlomo, my grandfather, all came here. And all found opportunity here in Detroit. My grandfather was basically a junk dealer, not far from here. Always had a store over on Grand River. And that's my attachment. That's why I'm here today, is because of my love for Detroit. Number 2, as Mitch said, my mom did grow up about, maybe it's 1.5 miles from here. She went to Central High School. All of our parents and grandparents went to Central High School here. When my mom was young, this was the Jewish neighborhood. And all of I am Jewish, all of my Jewish roots are here. And I associate that, and I feel closer when I'm here in Detroit. But this is my mom's neighborhood. It doesn't look the same. But I love to see it kind of coming back. We had a chance to visit Durfee probably 4 or 5 years ago. We went past Durfee and took a look, went inside, and it's good to see energy and vitality coming back into this specific neighborhood. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3, I know this is going to shock some of you, basketball. Mitch says basketball, Mitch says St. Cecilia's. I say, ooh, now this is pretty special. This might matter. Yeah, my mom grew up here. Yeah, it's in Detroit, but this is St. Cecilia's. When I was in high school, probably 1972, maybe 1973, I came down here. I couldn't play a lick of basketball. I was cut, cut, never made, well, I made the no-cut team in 9th grade. Sorry, Coach, but I did do the statistics at the games. But anyway, I wanted to see first-class basketball. So a friend of mine and I came down here. He pretended like he could play. I sat right over there and just watched because it was such an incredible place to be and just the mecca of basketball. I didn't know the history, actually, of St. Cecilia's. I thought the whole concept went back years and years. When I was preparing to be here today, the notion that it was born out of the strife around the riots, the rebellion, I mean, that was, my grandfather lived down here at the time. He was down on Wabash near Grand River, not far from here. Those were emotional times. We had just moved back. My dad had been transferred. He was with Ford, and we were coming back. But it was a pretty emotional time. And to think that this great thing was born of that great difficulty, that's really special. To me, it's nice when things don't have to be born out of calamity, but it's great to see communities come together in times of calamity. That's the third reason I'm here, basketball. The fourth reason, and probably really the most important reason, is kids. My wife and I, we've been very blessed, very, very blessed financially, and the thing that we care most about is giving every kid in the U.S. the kind of opportunity that we had. Now, I had a mom who literally drove me every day to high school and picked me up from high school at Country Day. I had a mom who listened. My sister's here. We'd tell her our day. Mom, and I'd literally go from first period on down. Starting in about 3rd grade, that happened. My mom could be there for me. Not every kid has that opportunity. Not every kid has a mom who can take the time my mom could. We were lucky. We were fortunate. Somehow, for our immigrant parents and grandparents, things worked out, and they worked out very well. And every kid in America, in my opinion, deserves that opportunity. And so when we started getting active philanthropically, we do things nationally. We do things in Seattle, where we live, in the Northwest, where my wife's from. We bought a basketball team that occasionally beats the Pistons down in Los Angeles. Come on. When it's not Clippers, Pistons, I know who I'm rooting for. I root for the Pistons, but you got to give me some. I bleed Clipper. I hemorrhage Piston maybe, but I bleed Clipper. In any event, we have operation there, and I said, we got to do stuff in Detroit, actually in southeast Michigan more broadly. So we work in the 3 counties, Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb. I say Detroit, but I know there's needs for kids if they're going to get ahead across the Tri-County region, and we focused here. We hired Kylie Mitchell-Wells. Stand up, Kylie. Kylie runs all the giving we do here in the Detroit area. And actually, we are, under Kylie's leadership, we're setting up our giving here under a new structure. We call it Move Up, Southeast Michigan. And it will be a permanent foundation here to serve the kids of Detroit long past the time that Connie and I aren't around. We've also had the pleasure to fund many organizations in the area over the last 11 years. I'll just throw out some so you get a sense of what we do. Pontiac Schools, Macomb Community College, D-Live, the Boys and Girls Clubs, RX Kids, Teach for America, CATA with the union. It was the union when we went and visited, an after-school program, Oakland Family Services. I think we've made a total of, maybe 150 grants to not-for-profits here in the Detroit area, and are really proud of the work that they all do. The other thing I'm very proud of, it's the most fun thing I've ever done philanthropically we do here in Detroit. We started a program that was called Summer Discovery, now Discover Works, and this summer we have 65,000 kids enrolled in the program here in the Detroit area, less affluent kids. 5 weeks, summer program, 8 hours. They're delivering it at Lipke. I was driving here. We drove over to Central High. There's a Boys and Girls Club. They had a nice little Discover Works. There's a group of kids. They had a little bit of English in the morning, a little bit of math, and then they get camp enrichment type stuff in the afternoon. 65,000 kids. That's the happiest you're going to make me, other than the dedication of the remodel of St. Cecilia's for Say Play. The last reason I'm here, maybe it was the first reason, Mitch asked me. You got to ask. I met Mitch, I think we really only met one other time. We are donors to the Lipke Say Play Center. Mitch came out. We were touring the site just a year ago, I think. And Mitch and I exchanged contact information, and he reached out and said, hey, we're going to do this project at St. Cecilia's. Would you be interested? And for all the reasons I ran through, I said sure. And so today we're announcing a $5 million gift for the Say Play Center here. So, some of you work here. Do a great job. I met the guy who's doing the remodel. Do a good job. Some of you, the city, you need to support what's going on here. Please, Mayor, do a good job. I met the mayor in a Piston Clipper game, actually. We sat together. That was kind of fun. There's a lot of people who have to do good work. They need not only our financial support, but they need our emotional support. For those of you who have yet to give and have capacity, consider this an ask. Let's get this project finished. Thank you all very much.
Before you go, you mentioned something. You talked about your mother, and this is a place of legacy. Sam Washington Jr. is here because his dad created this place. You spoke so eloquently about your mother. She obviously created you in the life that you have. So in honor of her, we want to show you a slide here about how this place is going to be named. The B. Dworkin Say Detroit Play Center at Lipke Park, at St. Cecilia's.